All right. Well, if you guys are ready, I'll give a little recap. Um, Last time you began your journey uh, during a conversation with Christian Lament, still in Buckle Down Row, having exited the fighting pits, having a very successful evening there. You returned uneventfully, thankfully, down to Emberwood Village to reunite with Tim after his needed errands were run. Decided to take an evening to recover from your sporting outing in Buckle Down Row before heading to the location given by Christian known as St. Brenna's Chapel. The location, supposedly, of one of the known relics, the scepter of Saint Vitruvio, the patron saint of Drakenheim. A very ancient, very valuable relic. You were told that potentially there were other interested parties and that the sooner you could collect said relic, the better. Upon arrival, you were quickly met with potential opposition as you encountered members of the Silver Order, the knightly order of the Church of the Sacred Flame. You discussed your reason for being there with a gentleman named Sir Bryce, appearing to be a knight of the Silver Order and his entourage, who appeared to be trying to not desecrate but also enter what appeared to be the lower regions of the chapel just inside its main entrance. But the chapel itself is heavily damaged, dilapidated, waterlogged in many places. Its once proud brass brazier in the center, still silent and without movement. You discussed what your tactics would be, whether or not you would try to observe the grounds or look around or directly confront the individuals who had beaten you to the punch, deciding to take them head on. With relative success. One of you who is currently unconscious at the moment, but you have put a substantial dent in Sir Bryce's otherwise shiny full plate armor and his entourage. Tim quite easily turning one of his colleagues into a matchstick, and several others being beaten quite severely so far. But we come back in the midst of combat. With Cedric, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh, it is me.
Yes, we left off at you.
Neato. Okay. Yeah, let's... Okay. Let's go ahead and... I'm gonna go ahead and just move one tile up, and I think I take an attack of opportunity.
No, you're still in melee. You would lose half your movement because you have to get up from being prone.
Right. That's fine. I was just gonna move there anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume you take that off, so we'll get rid of that little marker. So you still have 10 feet of movement since you got up, so you lose 15, and then you move 5. But you're still within their melee range, and you can see across from you, behind the guard, you see the back of Sir Bryce facing off with a very enraged Skrullneck, and you see your comrade Georgio slumped on the ground, appearing to not be moving currently, bleeding out quite profusely after being stabbed with a spear.
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and with a bonus action, cast Healing Word on Georgio.
All right, go ahead and Roll that healing.
Hey, look at that 4.
Giorgio,
Not nice.
you feel the arcane or the holy energy swell up in your chest as the breath returns to your lungs, and you as you feel the pain in your side, but you are conscious once again. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, for my regular action, I am going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at level 1 on Sir Bryce.
Okay.
I gained 4 health. Is that right? And I'm no longer unconscious?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
You are prone still.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll just mark that on there. That little marker. So.
Okay, you got it. There we go.
So yeah, you'll use some of your movement to get back up, but you are no longer making death saves.
And then...
That's a 10 to hit.
Yeah.
Against Sir Bryce, unfortunately, that clashes off the shoulder of one of his shoulder pauldrons of his plate armor, unable to make contact. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. With that being said, Giorgio, you are up and not making death saves.
Hell yeah. Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
I am prone. And so I'm at disadvantage if I attack, right?
Yes, you can get up. It would cost you half your movement to get up, but
Yeah.
you are
Dude,
able to get up.
I don't think I need to move. So I'll do that. I'll stand up if you want to
Okay.
take that off. And then because...
Oh.
Do I get flanking with that spectral weapon? The spiritual weapon?
No, not with
I
the
can't
spiritual
remember.
weapon.
Okay.
No, it's not a creature, it's just a regular entity.
Okay. Then let's see. So where am I on? Because I used a lot of stuff. Let's see. Where's my stuff? So I still have second wind, which I need to do. That's what I need to do. I meant to do that, and I did. I mixed up some things. So second wind I will use as my bonus action.
Okay.
So that's a 1d10 plus 4 HP. So let me actually get this back. So it's this. Go.
As you take in another deep breath, calling upon your nerves and your internal strength to recover.
So that's a 4. So it's 4 plus 4, right? So 8 more health, which is fantastic. I am now almost half health, which is great. Feels
Okay.
great.
Feels good, man.
Yeah, feels good. Feels good. Okay, so that's bonus action, which would be an offhand attack too, right? So I just get a normal. I'm gonna go ahead and just do.
Yeah, you still have your action.
Yeah, I'll just do a regular unarmed strike on the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
And so
Go ahead and roll to attack.
it's gonna be a 17 before the bonuses. which is
17
plus
definitely
6.
hits.
Yeah, which is plus 6, so 23 to hit, and then damage is gonna be 1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
So damage is 4 plus 4, so 8 damage on him.
Ooh. You come down hard, and even though he's wearing a heavy chain shirt and a shield, the blow passes just over the top of his shield as you come down and you crack hard on the collarbone between the where the shield would otherwise cover in a blind spot, and you can feel bone crushing down between the neck as his shield arm goes limp as he attempts to keep his weapon to balance him in the other hand, but he is bloodied.
That I think will be all. Actually, I'm gonna call out to Cedric to inform him that I am still not feeling great.
Okay.
So if there's anything else he could do, it would be very nice. But that's it for my turn.
Okay. With that, let's see. it would have been the gentleman that was otherwise in front of Tim, but is now a pile of ash on the ground and melted metal. So Sir Bryce is up. He's going to go ahead and see if his leadership recharges. It does. He calls out to his men. Now, gentlemen, we cannot allow these heathens to desecrate this holy place. Move forward with absolute certainty. Walk in the light of the flame. As his men cheer out to him, raising up their shields. His one escort that you currently punched, goes to raise his arm with not much effort or not much luck. But they seem somewhat inspired by their leader. And then he is going to go ahead and use the remainder of his action, and he's going to swing out at Skrullneck, seeing him being the predominant threat at this point, with his greatsword. Getting a 17 to hit, which I believe...
17 hits.
Okay. The first swing of the greatsword as he comes down and makes contact. With 5 slashing damage, which I believe gets reduced to 3. Or 2. Is it? I don't know if it's rounded up or down. We'll say 2.
Does he have resistance?
He's raging, so yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna make one more strike. If somebody wouldn't mind marking off a couple hit points on Skrullneck, I would appreciate it.
He's deactivated.
Oh, okay. So
Beyond.
right. Hold on, let me look at his
So
max.
he's
Okay.
at 43.
Okay. All right. Like a NPC HP. There we go. Let's see. That's 11 plus 5, so 16, which I believe hits as well.
That's his AC. Yeah.
Okay. That will be 10 slashing damage reduced to 5 as well. As the second strike comes down hard on Skrullneck, but as we all know, Skrullneck is quite angry and quite strong and quite resilient.
He's beef.
He is very chunk. All right. That being said, this. Yes. Next up is the guard in front of you, Tim, or diagonal from you. And with that bit of call from his leader, he's going to reach out and try to have at you with the spear again.
Okay.
Getting a 14 to hit. I don't believe that hits your AC.
No, sir.
All right. As you step aside and the spear crosses just off of your armor. Oh, wait, hold on. He did not roll his extra d4, so that might change things.
No, he didn't. You rolled it.
No. It doesn't matter. He rolled a 1 on that.
Good.
So it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll teach you, DM.
He would have had to roll a 4 to make it, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, he needed max on the d4 to get it. But yeah, he brushes aside. You can tell some of these individuals are very young squires and very clearly don't have as much training as their commanding officer. With that being said, Skrullneck is up. If somebody would like to roll what I'm assuming is going to be some brutal damage.
Damage.
Just a D20, I guess, because since his card's deactivated, right?
Right.
Yeah, it would be a D20 plus 7.
Right.
Oh wow. Okay, I'll roll it. Fine, we'll
Claws.
see what happens.
Yeah. Or whatever you would like him to do, but I would assume it would
9.
be okay. 9.
What is wrong with you?
You come
Dude,
down. Scroll Neck comes down hard, but it only managed to scratch up the front plate of Sir Bryce's armor.
You guys get a roll too.
Yeah, you're not doing any other rolls.
That's fine.
We get 3 attacks.
Yeah,
so...
you get 3 attacks, two
There you go.
main
One for each
attacks
of
and
you.
one
So
offhand. So
You guys can go ahead and do the rolls then, by all means.
used up all that crit luck on the last round.
Fucking tell me about it.
I got a 20. I'll roll for him.
Okay.
So we're just rolling for another attack. Is that right?
Yep.
This is gonna be.
So add 7 to whatever you roll.
That's gonna be a 3. So a 10. All right.
Yeah.
Comes down with another
Talking
hard
that good shit, huh?
Another hard scratch against the armor, but no luck against this this plate armor. If you'd like to roll, somebody else would like to roll one more.
All right,
this time it's
boys.
only a
all
plus.
you, Balsamic. Show us how it's done.
Yeah,
This time
the
it's only a
knuckles are
plus
cracked.
5.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
What the fuck is this, bro?
Oh,
You know what?
Y'all need to
That's
get
what
some
I'm gonna
holy
say.
water on these dice. Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
gonna say this
I am
also.
so sorry.
Yeah, karma.
To be fair, we rolled higher than you.
To be fair, you still fucked up.
Yeah, now look, hang on now. I don't know about anybody but mine. Mine was a 3 plus 7, so at 10. Benji, you only had a 3 plus 5.
You cannot
which is
come
an
at me
8.
because of the
That was an 8.
modifier.
That was an 8. Look, that's all I'm saying is you have 8.
No, I'm
You
not
had
taking
8.
modifier bullshit here. I got you up.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I got you up. I can put you back down.
Oh no, this guiding bolt went in the wrong direction.
If y'all want a PvP, you might want to do it when the paladin's not staring you in the face.
Yeah.
That being said, I believe that's all Scrawlneck can do, unless one of y'all wants to move him. But I would assume being directly in front of the biggest threat on the board would be
I think that's where we want to keep him. Yeah.
okay. With that, this gentleman between Sir Bryce and you, Cedric, is going to turn towards you with a renewed sense of vigor. Is going to reach out and try to stab you with his spear. A 15, but he's going to add a 4 to that. An 18 to hit.
Yep, that's my AC.
All right. Oh, well, plus 1, so 19.
Okay, yeah.
19. So he's going to reach out with the spear. Doing 9 piercing damage to you.
Oh.
Damn. This guy's a goddamn beast.
I mean, he got inspired. He's directly next to his commander, and he rolled pretty well. He didn't roll, like, he didn't crit, but, I mean, he rolled as much as he could get out of that. So you do
Not
take
liking it.
9 piercing damage as he cries out, "For the Silver Order!" With that being said, next up is this gentleman in front of you, Giorgio. And having just had his collarbone crushed into a fine powder, is going to use what's left of his offhand. I am going to give him disadvantage on the attack, because you did pretty beat up his striking arm, we'll say. So I'll give him a disadvantage at this strike. Not even close. As he goes out to strike, but you can clearly tell the damage is done. As he goes to stab with an offhand, his shield arm hanging limply from where you crushed at him, missing wildly, his spear tip going directly into the masonry of this crumbling wall. And with that, Tim, we are back at the top of the round for you all. Tim, you are up.
Okie dokes. All right. For my cannon, if he tries to leave, the guy in front of the diagonally me gets an opportunity attack to attack the cannon, right?
Yes, he would get an opportunity if you move the cannon outside of their melee range. You can go around them.
You can move around him without. So like where you are.
Like you could move here, 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 and not. And
Yeah,
not
you could
provoke.
walk into
Yeah, you could do a 360 around him and not provoke melee. It's only if you moved away.
Okay, then that's cool then. So then what I'm gonna do is
anywhere inside this square, you don't take an attack of opportunity.
Right.
Ooh, a little square. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna stay where I am. Am I still considered flanking this guy, or like the other one, or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you would not be flanking because you don't have somebody directly across from you, either here. Yeah, you would need something here.
Okay, I was just trying to remember how I got away with the guy in front of me. Not a big deal. Okay, that's fine.
So you could move the cannon and then 5-foot step, like just step across into the next thing, and it doesn't like.
What you mean, like here, or are you talking about here?
No, well, if you like. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you were saying like if you move the cannon here and then you step right here, like that can all happen. And
well, the reason why is 'cause I'm trying to use the cannon to attack, but I don't want to nuke myself or anyone else. That's kind of
I see what you're saying.
That's kind of what it is. It's fine. So actually, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me see. I'll go here with my cannon. Go ahead.
Sorry, you can move your cannon wherever. Cannons do not take opportunity attacks, or they don't provoke opportunity attacks because they are not a creature; they're a magical object.
No, this is a creature.
So
if you, you take hit. It has hit points.
It has hit points, but in the description of it, it says it is a magical object. It says the cannon is a magical object.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
okay.
only creatures take attack or provoke attack of opportunities.
All right, I agree.
Cool.
All right.
Yes, if you want to move the cannon, by all means.
Okay. All right, let me ask you this. If I move him here, it's a cone.
Are you concerned? Go ahead.
Would I hit Cedric is my question.
I would go ahead and say yes, but I would give him advantage on the save.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna move him. I'm just gonna move my cannon over here, and now I'm gonna take a shot to do the cone of fire against him directly in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, because yes, but all that fire would still spray in through this door pretty easily. I would give him advantage on the save, but the likelihood of him getting hit is still pretty high.
Oh, so even if the cannon's here, I would still hit him?
Oh, no. If you're firing that way, where you were earlier, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't want to risk that. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So
what's the save?
Dex save. Yep, dex save.
15?
14.
14?
14. Yeah.
He gets a 15 actually.
Right.
As he jumps out, narrowly jumps out of the way.
Well, you take 4. It's half if you save, it's 4. So
right,
still not bad.
He is bloody and singed at this point. So he's not looking good.
Okay. And then what I will do, because that's my bonus action, and then I will attempt to. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt. So I have disadvantage, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
What disadvantage doing what?
Spell.
A ranged spell, yes. If you were to do a touch spell or some sort of.
You know what? I do have something. So let's do acid splash.
Okay. Is that a ranged attack?
That is also that's
Oh, it's a save.
It's a casting range area.
So it's a ranged attack.
It's a dex save. It's not. You're
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah. It's not technically an attack. It's just you hurl bubble acid. Choose 1 or 2 targets you see within range, and
It
you do
has
a dexterity.
range, but yeah, it has
Yeah.
range.
Ah,
It's not-
gotcha. Okay. So it's still it's a saving spell. It's not a.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's considered a saving spell.
Okay.
So same thing. Dex 14.
Dex 14. Got it. He actually gets a 13. So you
Fantastic.
go ahead and roll for damage. Yeah, he missed it by 1.
Come on, dude. Really? Fucking 1. Come on.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, fucking big time, dude.
You splash acid on this man's exposed 3rd-degree burns, but he is still barely standing.
So annoying. That's my turn. Fuck you. I'm so pissed with these dice, dude. I'll just swap them.
All right. With that, we're back at the beginning of the order where we started at least. Cedric, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to use my last level 1 to do another. Ooh, wait. I'll use a level 2 to cast Healing Word on Georgio.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you.
Hey, there you go.
Look at us go.
Nice, nice.
You'll love to see it.
You feel the holy light stretch out from Cedric's hand as he turns his wrist and speaks the words, and you feel the wounds begin to close on your sides, Georgio. You were almost topped back up. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. I will use my. Oh, that messed up. I will use my final level 1 spell then to try another guiding bolt on Sir Bryce.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage. Roll to hit, I mean.
Yeah. 13.
Fortunately, 13 again smashes against his shield as he's prepared for your assault.
It was a useful turn. I'm fine with it.
And with that, is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
Okay. Georgio, you are up, staring this heavily wounded squire in the face.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is for the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to attack the Sir Bryce.
Okay.
So just an unarmed strike against Sir Bryce. That's gonna be a 9 + 6, a 15. Does that hit?
I'm afraid not. He raises up the shield and your fist hits hard but does not make any contact with the softer bits.
Okay. I meant to say if it worked I was gonna say grapple him, but it did not, so we're fine. Offhand attack, I'm gonna swing at the one in front of me.
Okay.
Let's see, this is unmodified, right? Or is it, what is it? It's missing something, but not everything, right?
I think you still use your modifiers to hit, but you don't apply extra damage because it's your
The
offhand.
extra damage. Okay,
Right.
so then it would be a 16 if that's the case.
16 just hits. As you
Okay,
come
so then it would
down on
be-
the empty, go ahead and roll for damage. You come down with
Okay.
your arm in the same spot that you crushed this man's.
And I rolled a single 1, and I get no bonus on that, so it's just 1 damage.
Welcome
Oh
to the
my
club, my
God.
guy.
This is the worst fight of all time.
However,
Y'all are hitting, you just, the damage
does,
is just not
does
there.
he die? Does he die? He's almost dead.
He's still standing.
Damn it, dude.
Not much.
Yeah, not by much. Him and the one in front of Tim are severely wounded.
Okay, let me see. Hang on. Is there anything else that I can do? Because did I as a reaction? No, I didn't. I didn't do that because I didn't have a reaction. Okay, that's right. My bonus action was the attack. Yeah, so I still have Yeah, that's why. That's okay. Yeah, that's right. That's why I died last time, because I got zeroed out even because I couldn't use Stone's Endurance because I had already used a reaction. Okay, so we're fine. I still have that, so if I get hit, I can use
Getting those ones out of the way.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm changing
just doing a
I'm
couple.
changing my dice on
Just roll those
on-
dirty rolls out of the way. Just get them
That's
out of the way
on
now.
D&D Beyond, and
What a
yeah, I
smart
just wanted to
move.
see. Just wanted to see, and yeah, it's not much better, but you know what?
Just
No,
get
we're
them
good.
dirty rolls out of the way. You're good.
Yeah, it's out of the way now for your next turn.
Sounds good.
I have already action surged, so I am all set.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir Bryce is up again, trying to allow his squires the honor of either a successful victory or defeat, at least for now, with the majority of his men still standing, but not looking great. A bit foolish in his vigor at times. He's going to go ahead and see if his leadership recharges. It does not.
Good.
It does not. But he is going to take 2 swings against Skrawlneck. One missing heinously as Skrawlneck ducks out of the way. The other one rolled 2 2s in a row. So he swings wildly, trying to impress his young proteges and embarrassing himself pretty swiftly. And I think that's all he's got in the tank right now. So he is going to move over. The young man behind him, guarding his back, is going to again try to take another swipe at you, Cedric. Getting a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that hits.
Delivering 5 piercing damage as he catches you in the opposing shoulder.
This is the strongest man of all time.
He's rolling better than his commanding officer right now. He's stoked. As Sir Bryce looks over. Now that's a strike, young lad. You'll be on your way to being a knight in no time. As his other 2 comrades are about to crumble. This is the only one that seems to be doing any type of damage whatsoever. But as the young lad smiles, that smile's probably going to get dashed away pretty quickly because Skrawlneck is up. So
Let's take the first roll.
who wants to?
I'll do it. Fuck it.
Let's see.
From the top.
Let's back at the top. Here we go. D20. Let's fucking roll it, baby. Is that a 7 plus 7 still or no?
17. Yeah.
17 just misses.
Oh, fuck you.
His
Really?
AC's 18?
He's wearing full plate with a shield.
God damn.
Yeesh.
He's wearing
he's a
full
paladin.
plate with a shield. He is a pally.
He's a paladin.
Yeah. I know. I
Alright.
fucking
That was
my
good though. Give us another one.
my
Yeah,
other
kid.
kid. What my paladin was at like AC 20, I think.
Right.
So
You
yeah,
know
I remember.
exactly what that EC can do.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Georgio, you want to take the second roll?
I'll go again if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, give us another one. Give us another one.
Yeah, 10's not bad.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
For a 25 to hit, that gets every bit of his between his neck guard and his pauldron. Go ahead and roll for damage. I believe it's a. Fuck, I don't remember what the.
It's a
damage is.
D20 also? Wow. Okay,
No.
here we go.
You wish.
It's 1d. Are we doing claws?
It's claws, yeah.
So 1d6 plus 5.
Oh wow, Jesus. Okay. Okay, that's a 6.
Okay. Hey man,
One
every
dice
bit
at a time.
counts.
One dice at a time.
As the claw digs in deep.
Oh my god.
All things
Sir
considered.
Bryce is again bloodied.
Not bad.
All shiny. Take another
Alright.
one. You've been rolling above average here.
Alright,
So
let's
this
see.
is plus 5, so we need a 13.
That's a 17.
That hits again.
God damn.
Even without the extra proficiency bonus, go ahead and roll for damage.
Same thing, D6, and what's this time plus what?
I think it's just a straight D6
one's
this
Straight
time.
D6.
Oh, just straight D6.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you don't get the damage bonus with the offhand.
Okay. 4.
4? All right.
It's a good
And
turn.
doing, yeah, still damage is damage. And would decide to work. There we go. So Bryce is not looking fantastic at this point. I think at the... Okay, at this point, the young lad here in front of you, Tim, is going to go ahead, despite being heavily wounded, seeing that his commanding officer is not giving up, inspired with what little life he has left in him, is going to go ahead and try to make another strike at you. Only getting a 13, unfortunately, as he is very much out of wind, as you easily bat it away against your metal-clad appendages.
No, thank you.
At this point, this other young lad over here with you, Giorgio, is going to try to reach out and make a strike as best he can with what little energy he has left. But again, I'm going to give it a disadvantage because you did crush his collarbone. And he misses horrendously again. Unable to strike as the spear swings wildly, and I mean, at most you're tapped by the end of the hilt closer to his hand, so there's almost no force to it at this point. And with that, Tim, you are up.
Okie dokies. All right, same thing. I'm gonna have my cannon fire first at the guy.
Okay.
So
even if
dex
he,
save. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Even if he fails, what's the minimum damage you can do?
Technically, I guess it would be 1 because it's half my it's 2d8s, so it's half. So then technically
2.
it'd be so then 2. Yeah, right. Sorry.
Okay,
yeah,
you
so,
fire. Even if he succeeds, he's gonna die. So
Okay.
if you want to
Oh,
go ahead
yeah.
and melt him, go ahead.
Okay. Fantastic. Let me see. 2d8, so I can do it. Where are
Let's
you?
see how
Here we go.
badly you melt this man.
It's an 8. I'll take it. That's nice.
He goes up in a horrific blast of fire, and this young man joins his comrade in a pile of ash and melted metal.
Nice.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, no, then I'm gonna actually attack. So then I will go here, and that way I can see the guy that Cedric is attacking, because
Yep.
yeah, there's a wall where that is. So then I feel like casting something else, and I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Damn, can't roll for shit for myself. 9.
Afraid not. You go to roll, and he dodges out of the way, and the Ray of Frost goes through the spectral weapon and smashes against this pillar, not making contact. Is there anything else
Yeah.
you'd like to do?
No, sir.
All right. Georgia, or no, I'm sorry. Cedric, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to change tactics because nothing has worked yet. And I'm actually going to the guy right in front of me. Actually, I'm gonna attempt to cast Toll the Dead on him.
He is actually the only one here that has not taken any damage.
Wow.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
then definitely I'll. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Whatever. That's fine. Wisdom 13.
13. He fails miserably. Go ahead and roll damage. as he hears the bell toll in his mind and blood begins to pool out. 5?
A 5.
Okay.
And then with my spiritual weapon, I'm going to use that as a bonus action and just attempt to hit the guy that's between it and Georgio.
Okay. What's the minimum damage it can do?
1d8 plus 3, so I think 4. 4.
He crumbles like a sack of bricks.
I do have to hit with it still.
Oh, you do? Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
An 8.
Unfortunately, an 8 does not hit.
Yeah.
I thought it was an
Man, keeping you
auto.
honest and shit. Okay, well, I mean, that guy's gonna die soon, so I'm good.
Okay. Georgio, you are up. Facing a grievously wounded young squire, his
In the
commanding
biscuit?
officer, and one remaining young man who has now taken some very intense necrotic ringing in his ears.
So same thing I did before. I'm gonna take my first attack as a grapple on Sir Bryce,
Okay.
and that's gonna be a 5 plus 6, so 11. I don't think that works.
I'm afraid not. You go to grab at his armor, but he spins and pushes you away with the shield.
Okay. 13 plus 6 on the guy in front of me that's almost dead.
That 100% hits. And I don't think, I think he dies either way.
It's a D8 plus nothing, so unless 1 damage kills him, I could roll a 1.
Okay. What did you?
I rolled a 7.
He is.
Yeah.
Best
You
rolls yet.
You
Nice,
spin with the
there it
other
is.
hand after missing Bryce, and the backside of your elbow catches directly into his Adam's apple, crushing his windpipe in, and he crumbles to the ground.
That guy, that's for sure.
Womp womp.
Okay. So as bonus in, I still have my reaction. So this guy's gone. Yeah. I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Fine, that's it.
At this point, seeing his men crumble and fall in front of him, Sir Bryce, again, I'm going to see if his leadership recharges. It does recharge. As he calls out to his last remaining squire, "Lad, we must have reinforcements. I will stay here and hold the line. Grab one of the horses. Hurry." Oh wait. Well, that's not going to do him any good. At least not right now, but he calls out and orders his squire to try to run for the horses and try to gather reinforcements. But as he does that, he's going to go ahead and try to swing at Scrawlneck again, holding steadfast in his location. Getting a 24 to hit. Roll that.
That's not me.
Doing 11 slashing damage, reduced to 5, I believe, on Scrawlneck.
Yeah, we've been rounding down from what I remember.
Right. And then he is going to go ahead and swing again. Getting a 19 to hit, which I think also hits.
Yep.
Doing 6 damage, reduced to 3, I believe.
You said you're tracking the south, right?
I'm tracking it as well.
Okay.
I believe he
aren't.
has 48 maximum. I don't think there was any temporary hit points for anything.
I have 45 on his character sheet from when I'm
Yeah, I have
Was it-
45
oh,
on his
I'm sorry,
character sheet as
45.
well.
Okay. He calls out to his young squire, his last remaining escort. But not before Skrawlneck is going to have some swipes at him, so if you guys want to go ahead and have at it. Somebody would like to
Shiny,
roll.
you got my vote on this.
Okay.
You did well last time.
All right. D20s. 10 plus 7.
17 just misses again as the claw
Ugh.
just narrowly comes down and scrapes against the outside of the shield.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh my God. Less and less.
I'm afraid not. Again, coming down hard. Still have the offhand attack.
This is the redemption attack.
Come on, man.
Afraid not. All the claw.
Sucks.
Skrawlneck sucks.
This ain't you. This is his. This is
It's
that
him. No, yeah,
character.
it's not me, it's not me.
It's you.
That AC, man. That Pally AC is just fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
right.
Just so you know, I didn't design this shit. This is in the book. That motherfucker has an 18 AC.
Yeah.
He's wearing full plate and a shield, so. But yeah, as the offhand claw comes down across, 3 quick shield and 1 block parry with the great sword, is unsuccessful. As the young guard is going to now try to flee to the horses as fast as he can, but in doing so, Cedric, both you and Tim would get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I don't know. Does your spiritual weapon get attack of opportunity as well?
No, because it's not a creature.
Gotcha. But
It's,
if you guys want to take it, you may have it.
I don't think Tim doesn't get one, huh?
I'm not near him.
He would pass
Has
by
to
you.
fight.
He's moving towards the horse.
The one. Oh,
Yeah, he's
sorry,
gonna
I
get on
thought
the
it was
horse.
does
Is
he-
where he's
okay.
headed.
All right. So do I get one as well or no?
Yeah, you do. I thought he was stopping there.
So you rolled a 6.
fantastic.
Balsamic, you rolled a 6.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, you go to swing as he passes by, and without much luck.
For the attack, does it have to be a melee or no? Can it be a spell?
Unfortunately, it would need to be melee unless you have some feat or ability that allows you to attack with a spell as an opportunity attack.
No, I don't. And I have no strength, so even if I hit him unarmed, it wouldn't work because I don't have anything equipped except for my crossbow, so I can't hit him.
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, he runs over here and gets. I am gonna eat up part of his movement and his action to mount or untie and mount the warhorse, and get in position at this point. So we'll say he is able to. You can see him just beginning to move out of sight. With the warhorse, he hasn't gotten into full stride yet as he's moving away. So we'll still have one more opportunity before leaving your range of attack. But at that point, he is finishing up as he attempts to flee at the behest of his commanding officer. And Tim, you are up.
Okay. Right, so he's still within range, you said, right?
Yes, he's about, let's see, about 25, 30 feet away.
Okay. So he's the one that was not touched at all, right?
No, he's been touched now. He's been damaged by Cedric's Toll the Dead.
Okay.
He's
Um,
not quite bloodied, but he's taken some damage.
I don't think it's gonna really do too much damage, but I'd rather get a guarantee here. I can cast it once per day, or once per long rest. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on him.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
That's a guaranteed
is this
hit,
the first magic missile?
I think so.
Yeah, I just I selected it the last time I rested the swap spells out. I'm allowed to pick like
Instant
one big
hit
one per
session?
day.
10 sessions in. Magic missile. Let's go.
I know.
All right, go ahead and. He doesn't have
All right.
anything to stop it. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Love me some
All right,
magic missile,
so-
baby.
How many? Is that 3 strikes?
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay.
1d4 plus 1. 3 times.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that magic missile.
2.
With the
Three.
damage, which is pretty good.
This
so
man
4,
takes
4, 6, 4.
4, 6, 4.
Yeah, because
because
it's
of the-
mhm.
4, 6. Oh, because your modifier, right?
No,
You had
the-
him. You had him after the second blast. The third.
You're
Oh, okay.
rolling. You're rolling. Are you? What are you adding the 1 for?
It's
You-
in my spell. Oh wait, hold on, wait.
That's
wait.
with
the-
it.
This is doing.
It's
the
already in
calculation.
it. Oh yeah, it's in
so
it, right?
this
So,
is-
Oh, okay.
subtract 3. Sorry, my bad. I didn't see it in the
Sound-
other.
it
Yeah.
sounds
Well,
like-
it's just what's there.
Yeah, so it's still 11 damage.
Sounds like it's
overall.
Okay.
the
Right,
third one to
right.
get him now.
Right. You had him after the second one anyway.
Gotcha.
What a hero.
You see the first bolt strike him hard in the shoulder as he falls, and as he's falling off the horse, his leg caught in the saddle. The second and the third blast blow a hole straight through him as his lifeless body is dragged away by the warhorse.
Damn.
I love it, dude.
As it scurries away with fear, as the other 2 horses are stomping and making all sorts of noise.
I don't know why I waited so long to cast this. This is quite awesome.
Blast him.
So I started blasting.
You
All right.
you awful foul, foul men! To harm an innocent child who is just in the prime of his life.
Oh well, he's not gonna like what's gonna happen next.
I'm sure he won't. Cedric, you are up.
Oh no, Cedric's not done yet. Oh, Cedric's not up. I still have
I'm
my
sorry.
cannon.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
then
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead. I forgot you had the
Get him.
cannon.
15. I'm gonna go right here, so it's 15.
Okay.
Because that way I can nuke him against the wall and not hit anyone else. So,
All right. 15? Or,
dex save, so 14.
14? He's a pally, so his dex is not good. He does roll a 15 plus 1, so he gets a 16.
That's alright. I'll take it. He'll still hit him for something.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
That would have been fucking hot.
Right.
5.
Damn.
Sir Bryce is not looking good. He is scorched and beaten and slashed, but still standing. I will not yield to heathens.
Then perish.
Then perish.
Oh. All right, is that all for you, Tim? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to try
That's
to
it,
skip
yeah,
you. Okay.
That time we're
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, we're
I
totally
had
good
completely
that
forgotten about the cannon.
time. It's all good.
Cedric, you are now up.
I'm gonna walk up 1 square,
All right, you are now flanking.
say then perish, and
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna, now it's with advantage, thankfully, cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh, shit. Well,
I'd
it is a
love to
saving
hear it.
throw, so advantage wouldn't really matter. It's a saving throw.
It's not, and that is a natural.
It's a melee.
20.
It's a
And that is a natural 20. Roll that big boy
Let's
fucked
go.
up damage. Go for
I
it.
feel like this was a little bit wasted, but let's see. Oh wow, okay. So
13.
Yeah, it's never a waste when you natural 20.
That is
I'm,
26 necrotic.
Oh
Ooh.
my god. Yeesh.
You reach out as you say, then perish as your fingertips grasp the back of his neck. And you watch as this necrotic energy reduces this man inside his armor to a shriveled husk as he crumbles to his knees.
Then perish.
The life in his eyes going white and falling
Love it, dude.
into a powdery lump
God,
over the
what
stones.
shitty line reading for this this awful movie.
I just picture it like it turning into like some drag me to hell shit. He touched him and then he just like just
Face melts off.
I just imagine that. What's that scene from Home Alone where the one of the sticky bandits is
where
getting
he gets
shocked? And he's like,
Yeah.
skeleton.
Oh my
That's all
God,
I see is
skeleton.
that with the hair going out. But yeah,
That's a great one.
I just see that. I was kind of hoping somebody would cast like an electrical spell, because then you would have had advantage.
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm not in there, but I don't know if I have electric.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't.
Oh, I do. I do have one, but yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh well. Next time I see someone big metal armor.
But at this point, you have subdued all of the knights, of the Silver Order and their squires. You stand in the empty, dilapidated chapel of St. Brenna, the main chapel, across from the staircase leading down into presumably the crypts below, staring at a locked gate that's damaged but not unusable. But you have free reign as far as you can tell. You do not see anyone else present. What do you do?
I'm gonna look at Cedric and I'm just gonna point at it and say, break it.
Break it.
Okay.
I'll just search the price while you're doing that.
Kick the gate and see if I can open it up.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That's me.
Yes, if you're searching, yes. I mean, he's got plate armor on him and he's got a big ass greatsword, but you don't find much else on him. You find
3,000 gold.
Between all of them, you find about 16 gold.
Poultry sums. Okay.
But I mean, they've got a handful of armor, and the greatsword looks like it's in okay condition. The armor's looking pretty beat up on all of them, and or melted entirely.
Yeah.
How about this gate? If I'm trying to kick in this gate.
You go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. That's an 8 plus. Would I get +6 unarmed strike?
So yes, I believe
14.
14. You go to swing and you strike it true, but unfortunately, it does not budge in any way. This seems to be, even though it is cocked and dilapidated, the iron still holds.
Yeah, where does there appear to be any weak points? I'm gonna actually take a look at this thing now instead of just walking up and trying to smash it.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yeah, Sir Bryce was very concerned about the damage being done to it. Investigation's a 9.
9.
He was concerned about the damage, so I'm looking to see where they may have damaged it, or if there is a place that looks like it might be the weakest.
It doesn't look like it was damaged recently or by anybody striking it. It looks like it was damaged by the adjacent collapse of the structure. Mm-hmm. Like it was when the adjacent tower pyre on the opposite side from where you came in, the crumbled portion of the building, this area here collapsed. It put more strain on one side of, if the gate is right here, essentially, it put more strain on the portion towards the center, so that cocked the jam of the gate inside the stone, and that seems to be what's keeping it from operating normally.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's locked.
Good. That too. Could we have, I mean, I'll just throw this out for everyone. Could we have Scrawlneck try to just is he still raging, just attempt to just hold the gate?
His rage would end
push the
when
gate
the
off,
counter
or...
ends, because it's...
Well, you had one action. He wasn't quite up. Somebody roll me a d6. On a 4 through 6, we'll say he's still raging.
2.
2? I'm afraid his rage is down at this point. But he is still quite strong. So, I mean, if you guys want to try to force it open, I mean, you're welcome to try.
Can we together shove it, get just a big show, just ram into it with our bodies,
Yeah,
as
group.
opposed to an attack on it? See if we can just knock it loose.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Put
can.
my shield and brace and
Okay.
do it with someone.
I'll tell you what. You can both roll an attack roll, an unarmed attack roll, or one of you can roll. Or I'm sorry, you can both roll a strength check, or one of you can roll with advantage, with the other's help.
I'm +4. I'm +4 on strength. Skrulnik is +5 on strength. You want to have him do it and you help?
Okay.
I mean, we
Or
could.
him do it and I help, because if I'm rolling...
you two, because I'm only a +1, so you two could barge into it.
So it's advantage for whoever's rolling it.
Right. So
if you're doing it solo.
If you're doing it solo, or you can all roll each roll strength check, or one person can roll with advantage.
Let me just do roll for Skrulnik at advantage.
Okay.
Because that's 2 +5s, might as well, right?
Right.
So I've got a 4 and a 5. God damn it.
I'm afraid you go to push and it just seems to keep getting caught on the cocked stone of the frame.
And they didn't have a key?
No, you don't find a key when you were searching through any of their belongings.
Can we start searching the whole area for a key?
Sure.
See if some things...
Yeah, you can certainly search around the chapel.
What about...
How are you going about... I'm sorry, go ahead.
What I was going to say real quick is, I was thinking just going around the edge and just, looking through all of this, just on, counterclockwise, right? But then I thought maybe these statues might be, a trap door or something, So, can I shove these statues around? See, I've changed my mind about looking for the key now, and I'm when I get to the first statue, now I want to start seeing if there's any sort of secret mechanisms hidden in these statues.
As you look around, go ahead and give me an investigation check as you look around the chapel.
So that's gonna be an 8. Why the fuck are my dice so broken today?
You need to throw those away.
I do. I keep switching because
so you have an 8 on that one.
An 8 for investigation.
Okay. As you look around, where specifically are you looking?
I'm at the first statue here, looking to see if it budges, if it moves, if there's any sort of indication, markings on the ground around it that there may be a trap door or a secret switch or something that might get us in there.
As you walk around, you notice a number of inscriptions in front of the different statues. One is of Saint Brenna, a former flamekeeper for whom this location is named after. Another is an undisclosed paladin. The one in front of you is a statue of a very well-known individual in the religion of the Sacred Flame. Cedric, you would know this individual even before seeing the inscription. You would know this person as Saint Tarna, the first paladin of the Sacred Flame, and essentially the founder of its religion. Essentially like Jesus of this religion. You see a inscription that reads, Saint Tarna holds silver truth that opens the way to healing light of the Sacred Flame.
I'll call Cedric over and make sure that he knows that, hey, look, I found this thing. Is this a puzzle, maybe? What do you think?
Yeah. I'm sorry, could you... Saint Tarna holds a silver truth?
Saint Tarna holds silver truth that opens the way to the healing light of the Sacred Flame. You see, looking at the statue, you see in one hand they have holding their sheathed sword at their side. In the other, at their chest, you see what looks like a rod of stone in their hand, directly over their heart. But it is all part of the statue.
Interesting. I mean, does that give anyone any sort of indication as to anything?
Not a fucking clue.
I wouldn't know shit about Sacred Flame stuff.
I mean, I have no idea with that. I mean, we could try putting...
Is the brazier on fire? Already or no?
At this time, no. It is completely put out and partially full of water that's leaking down from the roof, which appears to be what had doused it. It does seem to have some debris in it, but it is water-soaked and looks slightly corroded and very much susceptible to the exposure of the weather. Or damaged by the exposure to the weather.
I don't know. I could just yell at Giorgio, try putting something silver in the stat. You said that it was holding something against its like heart, right?
It looks like it's holding some sort of smooth rod against its chest. The statue.
The part of the statue.
Part of the statue, yes.
Okay. I have some silver coins. Are silver coins active like real silver?
In this world, yes.
Okay.
At least some percentage of them.
Okay. Pull out some of the silver coins I have and see if I can touch it to the part of the statue.
You push
Like
the silver coin against the statue and nothing happens.
You drop it in the little cup that it's holding where the fire would be?
In the brazier,
Yeah.
you drop another coin in the bronze brazier. Nothing happens.
Okay.
But
pick up
as
on the
you
coin.
do that, you notice a small alms box behind the brazier.
Okay. Let's try that. Like, drop it. Just one. I'm gonna pick up all my coins and then just leave one in there.
You drop in a coin, and again, nothing happens.
Okay.
You notice that there's something else in the box. Several other things, actually.
I crack that box open.
Okay. Inside the box of alms, or the donation box, you find
A key.
19 gold pieces,
Okay. Nice. Put those. in my
10
pocket.
silver pieces.
Nice. Put those in my pocket.
You find a scroll of bless,
Oh.
Nice.
Hashtag
And-
blessed, alright.
scroll of fairy fire,
Okay.
and a scroll of continual flame.
Oh.
Okay. So let's see inventory. Manage inventory. You said a scroll of. Oh, that's not showing up in here.
One of fairy fire.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this in notepad because I'm gonna give that to somebody else. I don't need that shit.
Okay.
So. Scroll of fairy fire. Scroll of bless. And what was the other one? Scroll of what?
Continual
Fairy
flame.
fire, continual flame.
Okay. That was it. That's all that was in the box. The money and then these 3 scrolls.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna move to the next. I'm at the first one, right? I'm still right here.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run over to this one and see if I can find another alms box. Is there gonna be another one there?
No. You
And then
just
run
see
through.
an inscription that reads, Saint Brenna, below the feet of the statue.
No quotes or anything. Just say
Nope.
Brenna. Okay. Run to the third statue. Check the same thing.
It's just a statue that reads,
I feel dumb.
reads the name of a paladin,
Okay.
of
then
an
I'll go back
undescribed paladin.
Okay, I'll go back to the group and hold out the 3 scrolls. Say, guys, I found these 3 scrolls. I don't know if you guys can use these. Fairy Fire Blast, Continual Flame. Just give them to them. Whoever is interested in taking them out of my hands.
I might be able. I think I can use some of them, but you said that the gate. It seemed like it was getting like kind of hung up or stuck on a piece of rock or stone.
It looks like if you've ever seen a like a door frame, if it gets cocked, like either the foundation's been crooked or the or something has pushed it down from top or pushed it up from the bottom, it's no longer square in its frame.
It's a bit crooked.
It's a bit crooked, and that's what's getting it stuck inside the masonry.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't appear to be unbreakable, but it's quite stuck.
So, can I tell like where it's actually getting stuck at? Like what side is exactly like catching it?
Yeah, go ahead and you can give me an investigation check.
I don't like that. Oh, a natural 20 minus 2.
All right, with that, you can definitely tell the frame closest, like I was saying earlier, the frame closest to the door over here, as the support from this side of the building has collapsed away, the topmost portion here, on the top, if you're facing the gate, the top right-hand portion appears to be pushing down directly on top of where the locking mechanism of the door is. And pushing down quite hard as
So it seems like something's actually like pushing it down in that area.
Right,
like,
and
some of
it's
the foundation.
Well, the roof is actually pushing down on it, the collapsing of the roof. Because this part's fallen, and your roof of your property gives support to the building.
Yeah.
And keeps it from shearing. Yeah. It provides some front to back support to the building, so a wind load doesn't blow it over. Without that support, it appears that over time, even this heavy stone is getting pushed by winds and rain, and because it's exposed to weather blowing in from the opposite side, it appears that slowly this collapse is moving along this front portion of the building and is actually pushed down on the gate as it's tried to support more load than it was originally designed for.
Okay. This is probably really stupid. But I'm going to take out my masonry tools.
Okay.
Take out the chisel and hammer and just attempt to basically break away any part of above the door that I could possibly like hit any of the stone, crack it, knock off some chips out of it or something, just to try to get a little less weight on that corner.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check, and because you're proficient with... Are you proficient with masonry tools?
I'm not proficient with them, no.
Okay, then go ahead and give me just a straight dex roll. Okay. Over the course of the next 10, 15 minutes, you're able to chip away and release some stones on the opposite side, releasing some of the weight that is pushed down on this gate. It's still locked, but it appears it might be slightly easier now to get it to swing open if you were to hit it hard enough.
Yeah, I just turn to everyone and just say, if someone wants to give it a shot, quite literally.
Well, so I have lockpicks, and I'm proficient in.
Oh. Okay.
I think. Wait, maybe I'm not proficient in it. Well, it was. I mean, it wasn't. It was James
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
He couldn't unlock it anyway.
Yeah.
Where's?
Well, you didn't
It
ask.
should just be in
First of
your
all, you didn't
equipment.
ask.
Hang on. Let me double check and make sure. Where is that?
All of your tools are just under your inventory, and then they have an equipment area that you can look at.
Could be in the bottom left, near languages, just above it.
Yeah, and that will show any
That'll show what you're proficient with.
proficiencies.
Hang on. Let me go back to it.
So first page, left-hand side, just above
Yeah.
languages.
Do I? Maybe I don't actually have them now. Hang on. I thought I did, but no. Never mind. I thought I did. No, the only thing I got was the magnifying glass that it gave me. Okay, never mind. I thought it gave me
Use tools.
other stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, now that it's unjammed, do we want to just try and like? I mean, like. See, like a targeted attack on the lock itself might just bust the lock, right? I don't know what kind of locking mechanism it does. It look like it's something that if we cracked that lock open, we were able to deal enough damage to break the lock. Does it look like that would render the door openable, or would it permanently close it, right? The gate.
You can certainly try.
Well, it's just looking at it, because like, I'm sure there are some locks, like if it's like a padlock, right? Like if I break a padlock, it comes off, and then I can just open it.
Right. At this point, there's no additional load, or it looks like there's anything else stopping the movement of this gate other than the lock.
Yeah. So if we crack the lock, just looking at the functionality of the lock, is it clear and obvious that a broken lock would leave the gate openable, or leave it permanently closed? Right? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh no,
Like,
there's
if I
not like a
bust- if I-
fail safe at this point. That's from what you can see. It's very much just a singular device holding it.
Okay, so because I know if I crack a padlock, then whatever it's locking would be openable.
Have you
but
seen
I
the
don't-
lock on like a pool gate?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like that. It's like an
Okay.
external gate with an internal lock, but it has a
So if you just
Has
crack
a-
that whole thing open.
it has a mechanism on it that is latching it down, but it is not indestructible, or it doesn't
Okay.
appear to be.
Yeah.
But it is
Okay.
certainly not the easiest thing to destroy, but
Yeah.
it's not impossible.
Okay. I would just say for Skrullneck to take one of his battle axes and just see if he can just hit it as hard as he can, and
Okay. Go ahead and you can roll an attack and add I think it's +7 to hit.
+7, yeah. So I got a
be a
12
good one.
+7, so a 19.
Hey.
What do you
19 just eats it as he swings the
Nice.
axe directly into the point of weakness as you hear this strike of the blade
Okay. And as for
crash through the
damage,
metal.
I sure did hit maximum damage.
Hmm.
That's an
Hell
8
yeah,
right
brother.
there. So 8 + 5 would be 13 damage if it all can be dealt.
The latch bends in with ease and breaks as afterwards you come forward and push the gate open with ease,
Fantastic.
leading down into a darkened spiral staircase. What do you do?
Anybody got a torch?
I do. In my piece kit, I think that there's, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Right. Let me fall down into sure this is good. Put you in the
I
right.
don't have a torch. I have some candles.
I think I have a torch. Yeah, I do.
And
Okay.
Some of
So-
us have a really good sight.
Right.
Dark, right?
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and. Are you guys going down the stairs?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go first.
After all that work, hell yeah.
I'll go first
Okay.
with the torch. I have the torch.
Okay. So Giorgio
But
leads.
I'm gonna light the torch just with some of the fire that's around. Just any of these braziers that are lit or candles that are lit.
Yeah, some of the Silver Order had left torches up. The brazier is not lit.
Okay,
It
I
is
will just-
completely soaked and full of water.
Okay. But just use some fire that's around to light my torch and then go down.
Okay. With that said, you head down. Down the staircase, and I will pull you guys over and move you in here. As you come down the staircase into the dank and darkened undercroft of the Chapel of St. Brenna, your torch guiding your way. Go ahead and pull your characters to this page. Y'all can put yourselves in order that you want to be in. Tim, I don't know if your cannon's still... I don't know how long your cannon operates.
Let's see. It does. It says. Let me just double check. It disappears if reduced to 0 hit points or after 1 hour. So you tell me
Okay.
how long has it been?
I would say probably
Hour. Jesus.
30, 45 minutes, maybe.
And Tiny Tim is coming with us for a little bit.
All right. Well, then I will say that you...
Fucking name.
The time it took Cedric to remove that stone and do your rounds of the chapel grounds, or the chapel itself. All right. Well, you guys, as you enter the Undercroft, you hear bits of dripping water down below, and Tim, you and Giorgio, especially as you enter, you begin to hear this quiet muttering,
Oh God, here we
Oh.
go.
muffled voices of different tones, one as if talking through a... It sounds like somebody trying to talk through a rumbling cement mixer, very low and gravelly. Another very wispy and staticky, as if passing through a... It sounds like they're talking into a microphone in a windstorm. Another one sounding like a... just has a very muddled and soupy like tone to it. You hear it off into the darkness outside of your torchlight as you approach. What do you do?
Words aren't comprehensible, right? It's just
It's just gibberish.
You check something. I don't remember.
It's all in common.
Come on, deep speech. Come on, deep speech.
This break brought to you by my unpreparedness.
He thought we were dead.
sorry for asking.
No, you're good. I should have remembered. Check something. You asked
Oh my
something
God.
specific, and I don't remember.
I
I
just
just asked if it
checked.
was comprehensible.
Yeah. I just checked our languages. Me, Scrollneck, and you, Giorgio, all can speak Common and Giant.
Yeah.
At first, it's hard to tell. It's a mixture of just gargled obscene, what sounds like obscenities, but not quite. But occasionally you do hear a word of common come through. Giorgio being in front, you can't make out like full sentences, but you hear generally what sounds like an argument between the wispy sounding voice and the gravelly sounding voice. One, you hear, is it it's them,
not them.
Oh God.
What do you do?
I turn around and get the fuck out. Oh. I mean, we gotta investigate that shit.
Yeah, right.
So how far can we see? Is it what you've given us right here? That's it until we turn the corner.
At this point, you've got 5, 10. Your light would come out if you're at the bottom of that staircase there. Your light, I'll reveal up to the point where you are at. And then I'm going to ask for, if you want to give me, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
See whether or not you can just give a
So it's 16 and 4. So that
Dirty.
will be a 20 total.
dirty 20. You can tell that the voices that you heard are coming approximately just outside the light of your torch, approximately here
Mm-hmm.
and here.
Okay. Now, from what I can see, is there any like alternate way in here? Can I see anything other than walls?
You can see from this angle, right at the bottom of the stairs, you can see this is just all wall, and then into darkness as you look
Okay.
directly ahead as you come out to the bottom of the stairs. And looking around, you can see there might be another opening over here, but
Okay.
currently there is no light or anything coming out of that direction. Every bit of light that you see right now is from your torch.
Scrollneck can see in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Scrollneck can see in the dark.
Can he's got what? How much would you say?
60.
60
60
feet dark
feet?
vision. So
Okay.
I'll whisper back to Scrollneck and say, Scrollneck, come up front and see what
Okay.
you can see.
All right. I think you guys have control of Scrollneck, so you should be able to move
Yeah.
him as well.
Yep.
At this point, from where Scrollneck is standing. Okay. Yeah, you can 100% see most of this room. I would say almost to the very end with his dark vision. So I will reveal that. What you see are 4 small winged creatures. The first, the one closest to you, has a long, earthy looking nose, but spindly as it comes to the end, as it argues with the creature across from it against this column. Its whole figure looks like it's loosely mashed together earth and rubble and rock as it floats gently in the air above the ground, occasionally dipping down and moving as it argues in that awful gravelly voice too. The one across from it, a very similar in size, winged, impish looking creature, but very almost transparent in its appearance, as its body seems to move like loose groupings of wind and gas. Another one very similar argues back with it in protest with the more gravelly looking one. And just on the other side, you see, or Skrulnik sees, one on the ground. Again, very impish in size, but this one looks like a loose mound of kind of amorphous, melted material. Its words very, I guess, gloopy. It sounds like it's talking through pudding, or very thick material. Like it's trying to almost talk through, like a person trying to talk through water, and not having a means of doing so efficiently. Okay. So the words don't come out very well. The only one that seems to be speaking, or the only two that seem to be speaking with any type of distinguishable language, are the two that are arguing. At this point, they have noticed you. They look back at Skrulnik, but they don't seem to be approaching. There's just a bunch of gibberish. Exactly. What do you do? I'm assuming Skrulnik kind of says this to you all, pointing out the...
In some way. Eloquently.
Some way might not be quite as eloquently, but you get the general gist of it. Or small, impish, slightly elemental creatures.
So, Skrulnik was able to actually see that they saw him.
Yes, one looked. This one looked and then turned back. It is very much looked directly at Skrulnik and Georgio.
Would he know what they are? Like, could he relay that to us? What these things are? I don't know. Like,
I would assume he's just
little
creatures,
little rock creature, little smoke creature, little melty creature.
Would we be able to interpret that? Would my character know what those things are based
what
on
he meant by that?
I think if it, as far as familiarity goes, I would have that, but I don't know if Georgio would know what those things are.
You can give me a nature or arcana check.
Which one would I be more proficient in? I'm proficient in neither. So let's just roll. That's going to be a 6. So not today, I don't think.
Yeah, you don't know what these things are.
Okay.
But they have not shown hostility at this time. They seem to be more engaged with arguing with each other than with you all, or approaching you all, but they turn occasionally. You see this one here. Oops, I'm going to move the map so everyone else can see. For those following at home, what I'm referring to. Yeah. This one right here seems to be moving back and forth, occasionally stepping up as if chesting up to the one against the column, kind of arguing back and forth as it goes from, occasionally fluttering in the air and then coming back down, and like kind of as it talks, and you hear like bits of it kind of flake off like dust or dirt, as if it had been covered in mud and then dried out into a sandy, rocky texture all over its body. As loose bits of dust and dirt and debris fall off as it jumps up and down, excitedly arguing, occasionally looking back at you all, even pointing at times, and then going back to arguing with the one beside the column, its wispy nature, kind of moving it back and forth in front of the column.
I mean, they seem maybe not friendly, but they don't seem hostile at the very least.
As well, I guess just walk out and...
Yeah. Especially while we have this cannon, if stuff goes down, we at least have something else as a
Leave the
backup.
cannon.
Before
cannon.
before we do that, I would like to just take one observation to make sure something. Hey Giorgio, what's your HP at? Should we rectify that, or is that not already done? Should we cap you off?
I'm at. I feel fine.
Okay.
Okay.
21 out of 28. I don't think. I mean, like.
Okay.
I'm-
All right.
I'm-
Just so you know,
I'm
Scrawl
bloodied.
Neck's about 2/3 topped up.
Okay. I'm 29-39. So
Yeah, what's can you give us the number for scroll neck because I can punch it in.
30 out of
roll 20.
45.
30. Okay, thank you.
Okay, actually, thank you for saying something, Shiny. I am gonna take my potion of healing.
Your own.
I'm not feeling too hot. Oh, that was
Sure.
only 8. I mean, 8's good.
Yeah, I forgot that we had those actually.
I think I bought one.
yeah, you bought one. I remember.
I got one
it
for
was-
something. I don't think
Yeah,
I bought it.
you
but
got it from the bandit fight at the beginning. I believe
Yeah, I
somebody
know, I
found
remember
one.
Yeah, I remember Balsamic bought it because we remember the guy was raking us over the coals. He's got his little deal with them when we get back there. I'm good with what I have, obviously. So I'm ready to just
I'm not.
walk out there and see what happens.
Okay. How are you guys approaching this situation?
Okay.
Holding
So-
hands, walking.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the
I'm kidding.
Teletubbies, what they kind of did on the hills, kind of like that.
Just in a straight line, Kumbaya style. Is that how we're doing this?
Come out with I mean, I get the torch, but just like hands up, like.
Okay.
Tell them, hey, look, we're not.
We come in
So-
peace.
Yeah, basically, come in peace, hey,
Right. At this point, you notice it's
what you
a
guys doing down here, kind of thing.
right. This is about a 10 to 12 foot height ceiling, rounded catacombs with a bit of rubble, but not quite as messed up as the upper portion of the chapel, this undercroft. You see some debris down here. It is quite dirty, and there are bits and pieces, bits and bobs, occasional like random like children's toys and things down here, bits of scrap books and things like that, all scattered about. It almost looks like a small child in a dirty bedroom with their playthings all spread about in certain areas. You see from this distance a bit better the dusty, dirty creature up front arguing, and as you begin to approach, it spins on its heels with interest and not heightened aggression, but stops and looks at you all, and the other two notice now, having not noticed you before, begin to kind of move forward. As I said before, this one kind of jumps up and down, its dusty form kind of crumbling and then reforming at its feet as it moves back and forth over the debris of itself. The ones, the wispy natured ones, kind of move in and out of themselves like a loose fitting of a dust cloud, or a more like a miniature formed little tornado of smoke, and more ethereal than physical, like the one in front of it. But lastly, you see the last one, similar to the first now, but even from this distance, you can feel a bit of radiating heat off of this creature, and what smells like phosphorus and the smell of molten rock, as you see a drip come off the end of its nose and fall into its feet and become reabsorbed by its feet. It looks like a flowing pool of melting rock given form in this loose, impish
Very cool.
personality. And the dusty one up front. Why you come here? Why you come here? Why you come here? Why you come here? You in our house. Why you come here?
I think there's no reason to not be straightforward with these guys. So I'll go ahead and just say, I can't remember what we're looking for exactly, but, we're looking for MacGuffin.
An artifact.
Looking for the Scepter of St. Vitruvio.
Thank you.
It is a
the
scepter. Thank you.
The Scepter for St. Vitruvio. We're looking, we're here to recover the Scepter for St. Vitruvio.
The Scepter of MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want stick? You want stick? Light stick, holy stick.
Yeah. Do you know where it is?
We know fine stick. We come here many years ago. This home. It's our home. What you do in our home?
We're looking for stick.
Quick question, Tim, where are you right now? Have you come down the stairs, or are you still on the staircase?
I'll be right next to Skrawlneck with the cannon behind Skrawlneck.
Okay. As you approach behind Skrawlneck, give me an insight or perception check, your choice.
Perception for sure.
Okay. 13?
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was a 2. That's why I fucking was like, all right, that's fine. I'll take it.
You notice, not necessarily this one that's engaged with talking with Georgio, but the one directly behind them. The one that's more of the wispy, smoky form. While the dust-covered one is talking with Georgio, this one is looking directly at you, Tim. Go ahead and follow that up with an insight check with advantage.
Oh, okay. Oof.
Okay.
Terrible on both, but whatever. 8.
Okay. It's hard to see just because it's just on the tip of the edge of the light. But whereas before this creature was a bit more aggressive with its companion, its comrade, its friend here in this Undercroft, upon looking at you, you don't know why, but you sense a bit of dread, a bit of fear when it notices you specifically.
Oh, fuck.
A sense of, with that perception check, and even with the not so great insight, you don't quite understand what it's seeing specifically, but you see in its face, it's almost like a child. It's like the face of a child that got caught by their parents doing something, is the best way I can describe it, that they were not supposed to do. You don't know why, but you see that as a parent. That, I hope that makes sense.
No, I definitely get it, but I'm just like,
you see that face of slight guilt and fear, like they know they did something wrong. This one in particular notices you before the others.
Let me see here.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he said they don't know what stick is, right? That or at least this guy said he doesn't know what stick is, right?
Right.
Okay.
Intriguing. I don't believe you are being truthful, at least you. Your companion in the back seems to be a little shaken. Would he perhaps know?
Which one are you referring to?
The one that you're saying that got spooked out from me, or like is giving me the sense of dread.
This one right here, the smoke
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. I'm gonna 2 checks here.
11.
11.
And you want me to do another one?
Well, hold on. Let me give you some information,
Okay.
and your response will determine which one I'll have you roll next.
Okay.
You don't specifically remember what these creatures are, but they do ring a bell. You've heard stories of when you were studying true elementals. You've heard stories of creatures that were created in this world, sort of like lesser elementals. Creatures created by members of the Amethyst Academy.
Hmm.
You can go ahead and give me a history check, or you can give me an intimidation check.
History.
Okay. I kind of figured.
Oh my god, let me roll above a fucking 10
Oh my
here.
gosh.
Hold on. Just for kicks. Watch. It's gonna probably at least a 15.
Hit that nat 20. Hit that nat 20.
That's a 13. It's still shit. But
It's still
okay,
shit, turns
fine.
out.
It's
Okay.
still shit, but fine. It's a 9. Okay.
It's
great.
hard to tell, but you loosely remember an association between a creature that's somewhat like this and members of the Amethyst Academy, and that's all you remember.
Okay.
But you still see that there is a strong sense of apprehension from at least this one creature. And also, he notices, this one right here, the dusty, dirty, rocky, gravelly one that's jumping up and down, turns to see you. And suddenly the jumping stops. And they drop to their knees with the same apologetic look. We no find it! We no find it! We sorry! We sorry! We no find stick! We no find it! We no find anything! Nothing interesting! No shinies! No magicies! Nothing!
I mean, do they seem like they're telling the truth at all in this?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Yeah. There you go.
You do not sense, you sense genuine fear and apprehension. The same sort of, like, you've seen children in church acting up, and the same sort of apprehensive look when they know they got caught doing something they weren't supposed to do. This is the look of a lesser being or a child. Feels very much like a child being caught by a parent or mentor or creator doing something they were not supposed to do. And you notice with that high insight, both of them are looking at something specific on Tim. Something about his dress is triggering this reaction from them.
Wait, what? Something about my dress?
Do you
Something
have
about
any,
your
like
cl-
insignias? of
Something
the
about your
Amethyst
clothing.
Academy?
Something about your clothing is triggering this reaction.
Or anything from your past that would tie you to the academy?
Are you asking me in character or?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, since I noticed that, I could just turn to you and just kind of say softly, like, is anything you wearing like hide to something, or like, is there anything that sticks out on Tim's garb at all that seems like kind of unusual from a normal sort of person?
Give me
mean-
either you can give one of you can give me an history check.
I have a
Yep.
+6.
Yeah, mine's a
Okay.
-2, so please.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, straight up, I'm looking at my in my inventory. I have I think I mean, the only thing I can think of is it's my wand that I have, but even then, I don't recognize anything on my clothing, at least not that I know. History. Here we go.
Okay.
Come on, dude.
Maybe I should have rolled.
You remember the prominent color of the Amethyst Academy is purple,
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm fucking wearing.
and the predominant color of Tim's armor has a purple sheen to it, having been this automaton and its construction having been well, I won't go into detail, but the predominant color, this automaton, this body, this warforged body and armor, having a large amount of purple on it. And I would say with that insight, they may or may not be mistaking that for the colors of the Amethyst Academy.
Gotcha. All right. Here we go. Okay.
I believe they think I have a affiliation with the academy. I remember something that they have something to do with the academy, but I think they're getting my color scheme confused, and they think I'm part of the academy.
At this point, the other creatures move forward, kind of in a line, kind of like a group. I'd say maybe soldier-like, waiting for orders at the behest of the dusty creature in the front, kind of signaling them forward. You see the one kind of travel wispily forward, followed by the other, as this one kind of slops his way from the corner. At this point, you can see their forms in full view. They very much have the sort of form of an elemental crossed with an imp.
Can I just turn to Tim and just ask real quick if the Amethyst Academy has any sort of like insignias, badges, pins, or anything that he would know of or remember at all?
Here, Rebecca's.
Yeah, sure.
Are you asking me this, or are you asking Tim this?
No, he's asking me.
I would be asking
Okay.
Tim
Yeah.
specifically if he remembers anything like that.
I mean, I'm sure there's probably some insignia or
Yeah, you would know the
but I
insignia. You would.
Oh, I would. Okay, I would.
As a former, yeah,
Okay.
you very much would.
Okay.
In fact, I have it. I can show you guys. Give me a moment.
There you go.
Shiny, what we're trying to figure out here is like, are they afraid because they are at odds with the academy? Oh, here you go. Hey, Shiny, can you hear us?
What? Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, okay.
I saw you take them off for a sec. I wasn't looking, and then I saw you had.
Oh
them
no!
off.
Even if you talk, I can still hear them.
You can
They're
hear- okay.
they're open back, so I can hear them. Yeah,
Oh,
so you're good. Yeah.
Like,
So-
should we appeal to authority because they're intimidated by, like, at odds, like antagonistic to the academy, or should we appeal to authority and be like, hey, like, we know that, like, that maybe they're doing something wrong, but they were associated with the academy. You know, like, is it like, did we catch them doing something they're not supposed to be doing, or is it just the fact that we are the academy that they are now afraid of us?
So I'm going to give you some information, and you can. This may change your decision. It may not. Shiny or Tim,
Hopper. DM.
you would very much remember the insignia of the Amethyst Academy, and its primary color is purple.
Mhm.
This is the insignia of the Amethyst Academy. My shit will focus. Oh, there we go. Oh.
There you go. Okay.
It looks like an eye inside of an 8-pointed star.
Okay, oh, nice. This stuff came in handy just in time.
Yeah, you would very much know this, having been a former member of the Academy.
Okay.
And now you're beginning to realize, what about your garb is triggering this reaction? What do you do?
I don't know. I mean, I'm down to do it either. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they don't necessarily think you're all, because I don't know. They only think I'm part of the academy. I'm gonna assume off of that. I don't know, because I would assume that everyone in the academy kind of would be doing, like, wearing like the same thing. So by you guys not matching me, they might not think that. They just think that, oh shit, I'm from the academy. So, I don't know. I mean, we can go. I mean, I'm fine with leaning into either one of them. I think the second one might be better because it looks like, you know, we go about, like, what do we catch them doing, because they're so surprised, like this oh shit, like he's here. So I think if we go towards that, we can, like, kind of question, like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? Like, I can try to play into that a little bit. I mean, that might be the way to go.
Yeah.
What do you do?
All right.
Yeah, you're the one that has any sort of, like, play here.
Okay. All right, so that's what I'll do. I'll try to act like I'm part of the academy, I guess. We'll see how that goes. I'm not. We'll
Okay.
try to bullshit through as best we can. I
What
don't know.
specifically do you say?
Great question. Okay.
Why have you all stopped talking? You look like you have some sort of dread on your face. Is there something you should be telling us?
Oh, we come find magic thingies. We come find magic stones. We come find items. We no find items. We like it here. We stay here. We don't want to go back.
How do you proceed?
Okay.
Did someone tell you to come down here looking for something, or did you come here on your own volition?
We told to search. Search for magic things. For shiny things. For shiny magic rocks. We no find any. We like it here. We like new home.
Who told you to come down here?
No need to roll on this one, but you see a bit of guilt. But you also hear,
Master told us come down here. Master told us to come down here. Master told us search. Search city. Search buildings. Search places. We no like search.
I'll address him and say, you didn't find anything?
We no find anything.
Hold on.
If you didn't find anything, why are you so obsessed with being here? What is your draw to remain here and not go back?
We like our new home.
give me an insight check.
21.
It's hard to tell. They're very childish. You can tell these creatures have the general maturity of a prepubescent child.
Yeah, I have the fucking dice rolls of 1 too.
You know, make us go back? Go back to towers?
We'll let you stay if you show us what you found. Bring us to it right now.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
We got a 19 plus persuasion is 2, so a 21.
Okay. Regretfully, one of the smoky creatures glides away from the group, going over here into the corner, reaching into a very dilapidated bag, throwing out little bits and bobs of broken metal and things that look interesting that, you know, a crow would probably pick up just because it caught their eye.
Yep.
But in addition, you begin to see a bit of faint octarine light come out in one hand, and a dull, silvery object about a foot long in the other, as it hovers and waves back and forth, coming in front of this column. And as it grows closer, you see a bit of anger on the sloppy magma-like creature But it doesn't stop.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
while this is happening, I want to make sure that I don't forget to do this. I can,
Okay.
as a bonus action, which I know we're not in combat, but I want to do it now, I can recover one of my psionic dice. So I want to do that now so that I have more
Okay.
usage of that, just as passively at some point during this conversation, maybe to do that, just
Okay.
so that it's done and out of the way.
You see in one hand a tiny fragment of delirium. In the other, you see a smooth silver rod
Which is part of that puzzle, I would assume.
about an inch wide, or an inch in diameter, perfectly smooth. You, with your perception, both Tim and Giorgio, you can see it's perfectly smooth, but on one end, it looks like there's a small operable mechanism of some kind. And despite the anger of this magma creature and the dusty one, it kind of moves forward very sheepishly and suddenly drops them and then flutters back away.
Okay.
And you see this, I'm sorry, you see this magma one kind of reach over and slap the other one.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward and pick up the rod with my hands, and then if I have like a piece of cloth or something to scoop up the other one.
Sure. Pick up
just so I
the
don't have to
crystal of
touch it
delirium.
directly. Yeah, I don't want to touch it directly, but
Okay. You can add a fragment of delirium to your inventory. Specifically. And you have some sort of silver rod in your hand. You're welcome to take a closer look at it, or
yeah. So you said I could see one end it seems like it's all completely solid except one end has a mechanism of some sort. You said.
yes.
What does it look like? Is it a switch or like?
It looks like it's part of, like, it doesn't protrude in any way from the cylindrical. It's a perfectly cylindrical rod.
Mm-hmm.
And then there looks to be like a button-like mechanism on one end.
Okay. Like I can just see like where the break is.
Yeah, thin line, like almost like a hair. It's perfectly circular that travels along the cylinder but does not like protrude from its overall shape.
So I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna look back up at them and say, "No stick," or I can't remember exactly what they were saying about the were they
It said that, yeah, they call it stick, yeah.
Yeah, no stick, and I'm gonna wave this around and wait for an answer.
You see the gravelly one. That all stick we have. It no magic-y stick. Not shiny magic-y stick, but it's stick.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the one that cracked before and say, "No other magic stick."
You're talking to the one that brought you the
The
item?
one specifically that brought it to me, yes. So the other one jumps in. This is how I'm imagining is the other one's jumping out and interrupting, so that he can't say something else. And I'm gonna address him directly because I know we've already convinced him once and say, just
You
see if he still is wavering, faltering. If there's any extra.
yeah, give me an insight check with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. With advantage, it's going to be an 18, and insight, I'm +4 again, so 22.
Okay. You see way too much fear to try to lie to you. But you can also tell that this they're not lying, but they don't seem to be intelligent enough to know what they have with them right now.
Yeah. I wanted, because we promised them that we would leave them alone. We would let them stay if they gave us their stuff. So I'm gonna say, we'll let you stay, but show us where you stay, because I know there's extra rooms in here now, right? We can see there's a hallway down this way.
Yes.
At minimum. So.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, this one, the dusty one, and the flowing magma imp, hesitantly, but the other two begin to lead you towards this alcove over here, and with the torchlight, you can see that it is open down this hallway. Go ahead and reveal that there's two openings, and I'll just kind of explain this. Let's kind of go in order here. Down this first hallway, you see a circular room,
There was another way
and
to do
then in the center, you see multi-level things.
Yeah.
You see two things. In the middle, you see a perfect 1 foot in diameter post coming up about 3 foot off the ground from the ground itself.
That's this thing right here with the
Yeah,
little
in the
notches?
center. Yes.
Okay.
And then over here you see a set of stairs going down deeper.
Oh, those go down. Okay.
They go down, yes. This cylindrical post, again, much like the rod, is perfectly smooth, made of stone. The only obstruction to this perfectly smooth cylinder is a small 1-inch hole in the side of it. On the left-hand side, directly as you enter, you see over here, just about maybe 1 foot below the top of the cylinder.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um,
And then,
I'll call
Are
out to
you-
Cedric.
are you staying in this room, or did you wanted to look further?
I was gonna keep looking around, but I was gonna, as we walk around, I was gonna say to Cedric, do you remember that riddle from upstairs? I don't know if you actually do, if Benji you actually do,
Yeah,
but I'm assuming that
I
you would.
wrote it down.
Okay, yeah, perfect, great, thank you. So in character, you do still remember. So what was it? I'm asking you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can
what
repeat
I
it, 'cause
remember, Stopper. I have it written down, like actually written down. It was
I would
Saint Tarna
imagine that
holds
you would,
silver,
right?
Yeah. Saint Tarna holds silver truth that opens the way to the healing light of the sacred flame.
Okay.
And you notice, holding this rod, it is a perfectly smooth silver rod.
Yeah, yeah. I remembered that immediately whenever you pointed it out.
Yeah.
So, I want to keep looking around. So, can I see down this hallway this way? Because I would imagine.
Yes.
I'm intuiting from the map that it would connect, but
Yeah, you go down this hallway with the guidance of the little dusty conceal, not conceal. Move down this way, further into the hallway.
so it doesn't.
Right.
I thought for sure.
Yeah, and it might still like up here, but
Right. You lead here into an area, and as you come, moving straight forward to your left as you go in, you see a. Sorry, let me reveal that.
yeah,
We'll assume this
Oh.
creature is kind of guiding you around. If anybody wants to follow, you're welcome to.
I can't see shit, so
Well, he has a torch in his
I've
hand.
got the torch.
Yeah,
If you're walking with me, then
yeah, I
Tiny
would,
Tim will
kind
come
of
with.
have to. Yeah.
Um,
Tim G.
in here, you see a pool of
Oh.
perfectly clear water.
Well, that's a nice change.
Are clearer than normal water, actually. Cedric, give me a religion check. with advantage.
You got it, dude.
Okay.
15.
15. You would recognize this as a font of holy water.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, this is a filled with holy water.
And around the room,
Baptism.
you see carvings on the walls of what appear to be rituals of last rites and holy basically burial rites, final burial
Different
rites.
Sacraments.
Right, involving holy water. It almost looks like a how-to manual scribbled or etched into the wall in a very fine. This was probably a very beautiful stone mural at one point, but now it's been very much covered over with years of moisture damage and just unkept and hasn't been scrubbed properly. But it is still quite beautiful despite its age and untimely, maintenance.
Sure.
But it looks to describe the holy sacraments and burial rites for various flamekeepers and paladins of the sacred flame.
Okay.
But this font is filled with holy water. Quite a bit, actually.
I'll put some in the healing potion bottle that I had earlier.
Yeah.
Bottle.
Yeah. Oh, he's rolling for something. That's not good. This is not actual holy water.
You pick up 4 vials of holy water worth of holy water.
Oh. That's a lot better than I thought you were gonna say.
Good guy, DM.
You can add 4 vials of holy water to your inventory. And then you're attacked by a mimic. No.
Yeah, right.
And then it bites you. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, cool.
This looks to be just a source of holy water for religious purposes.
Okay. Real quick, I'm assuming that we were all with Georgio when that thing was examined in the previous room, that circular pillar that had the
Yes.
approximately 1-inch diameter hole.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not. I definitely that's not something that I missed or anything like that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
we're not-
Proceeding forward, did you go anywhere else, or are you wanting to go back to the room you were in?
Can we go back and just that silver, that rod, the smooth rod that we found, the stick? It seems like it fits almost perfectly inside that thing, right?
Presumably, from what you can tell, it looks like a perfectly circular 1-inch hole in the side of this 1-foot diameter pillar coming out of the ground.
Georgio, did you want to go back and put the rod inside that at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to make
Almost
sure
seems
that
too
there
perfect.
I wanted to make sure there wasn't something else that
There
was
wasn't something
maybe
else going
attractive.
on. Yeah.
I do see there was 2 separate staircases that we passed.
Okay.
One that leads up that might lead back outside, I would imagine.
You see a staircase leading up, and at your feet you see dry leaves as you walk into this room.
Okay.
Like
So it does seem like it possibly goes to the outside, and this is blowing in from somewhere.
right. At the top of this staircase, it's not much taller. It's about maybe 15 foot of travel, and with a torch you could just barely see at the top of the stairs is what looks like a storm cellar door.
Oh shit! Maybe we didn't need to kill all those people.
Yeah. Oops. See, I thought we looked around. Oh well.
A little bit.
Maybe we didn't look good enough. So that goes up, and that clearly leads out. And then there was another staircase that led down, and there might. I'm wondering if there's you know, that it might be a decoy or something, because it's right in, like, you know, it's very clear and obvious that that's what that is. So, you know, maybe not.
Yeah, God.
What do you guys think? Do you want to check downstairs?
Yeah, I say the two leads that we have are either checking downstairs or using this.
Or just using it? Yeah,
Trying to put the rod in there to see if it does something. Something happens, something occurs.
Something.
What do you think, Tim?
Complete.
Something dark side.
Fucking love that movie.
So, Tim, what do you think?
Fuck, put that staff in there. Let's fucking see what happens. Let's fucking make this.
Okay.
Let's see what fucking happens.
Okay, so I want to stick it in to the hole where the button,
Baby.
the button is out, because I want to be able to click the button while I insert the rod.
Don't we all, baby?
Don't threaten me with a good time. All right, you stick the silvery rod. You stick said rod A into slot B.
The shades start to blush.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The pillar shudders a little bit.
Spray on some lubricants.
It slides in without effort.
Ooh. Oh, so it's been used before.
Stop it.
No, what I was gonna say is
rocks fall, everybody dies, end of campaign.
It's small enough to fit, no problem. I'm used to this.
Oh Lord.
Fuck.
You insert the silver rod into the slot of this pillar. And what do you do from there?
So does it run all the way through? Because you said the pillar's about a foot long.
It does not go all the way through,
Okay,
but it
so the
does
part
stop about halfway, maybe about 3 or 4 inches into the pillar. It does
Okay,
stop. You hit something.
Can I use it as a handle to twist?
Yes.
Okay.
As you push, it begins to turn.
Okay. What happens if I click the button?
Do you click the button?
I'm gonna stop turning it, and I'm gonna click the button.
You click the button, and the winch mechanism that you've been turning, you turn about, let's say, from 9 o'clock, or you turn from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock clockwise.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given it more than a quarter turn before I stopped.
As you're turning, you hear what sounds like a winch and the slight grinding of stone as if something below is lifting up. And when you click the button, and let go, and the rod stays exactly where it was and does not move.
Okay. And so I can't twist it anymore.
Do you try to move it again?
So when I click it, you said the rod doesn't...
The mechanism does not move.
Oh, sorry. So as I'm pushing, like, is there resistance as I push?
Yes.
Okay, so when I click it, it stops.
Yes.
As opposed to presumably rotating back to where I started.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Okay. Then I'm going to assume that that's just a break of some sort. So I'm going to click it again and continue to rotate.
Okay.
I was curious about what the button would do, so I'm going to click it a second time and then attempt to continue to spin the thing
In the direction you were moving before.
in the same direction I was moving. Yes.
Okay. You keep moving.
I'm going to go. At this point, I'm going to
go until it stops.
Here's what I'll say is I'll stop at a full 360 degrees.
Okay.
And if there's not an immediate anything that I can notice, I'm just going to continue to go until it stops.
Okay. You go 160 degrees, ending up back where you entered this room. at about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You turn and you turn approximately almost 3 full turns before you can no longer turn any further.
Okay.
And the whole time you hear what sounds
grinding.
like pulleys and grinding of stone, similar to the sound of worked stone sliding in a groove.
Okay.
But you don't see where this is coming from.
Okay. Scrawlneck, go downstairs.
Upstairs? Oh,
Downstairs.
down
Down the stairs that's right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna click the button
Okay.
to lock it in, and then follow Scrawlneck downstairs.
Okay. Going down these stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. You click the button.
Consulting him. Click the button to presumably lock the mechanism in place.
Okay.
Again, I don't know if that's actually what it's doing, but that is what Giorgio thinks it does, and so he will do that to click it so that he can let go and it won't spin back.
Right.
And then go downstairs and see if that leads to any room. I want to see what's directly underneath this, if possible.
All right. Tim and Cedric, are you following? Or are you staying up here?
I'll stay up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna light a candle for my priest pack and just stay at the circular like
Mechanism?
thing that's been spinning. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and reveal the next area below. And we'll kind of bounce back and forth, and I'll let you guys go from there. Let me get you all prepped here.
I'll tell you right now, Stopper, just for I guess for ease of this, if going downstairs, if there's not a path to get directly underneath this, or if I can't see clear and obvious something that is opened because of what we've done, I don't want to spend a lot of time looking downstairs because I'm also curious if something upstairs has moved.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious
So-
about the statue upstairs.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so that's I just as far as flipping back and forth, we may not be downstairs long enough
Okay.
to have to warrant that. I don't know what's down there, but I'm just letting you know in
Okay.
case for setup reasons it's easier.
All right. Let me reveal what you all see. Here?
I know Balsamic said he's gotta get out of here like relatively soon. I probably
okay.
gotta do
Oh
the
shit,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do
Oh,
the thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta grab my little man. It's my
Do you
turn,
want
it's my
to
walk.
leave it at a cliffhanger there then?
Yeah, my wife just said that they're done with their thing, so I gotta go
Okay.
and get her.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll go ahead and leave it at a cliffhanger there.
Pause.
You
Nice.
all have found a
Fantastic.
mechanism in
That's a good
the
stopping point.
Undercroft.
Ugh,
Are
I'm
now
curious.
presumably moving down into what could very well be the crypts based on the
Yeah.
stuff you've seen on the walls thus far.
Yeah.
And Cedric, you would know based on religion that generally the lowest point in every chapel and cathedral has a crypt below it,
It's where the dead bodies are.
where the entombed paladins and flamekeepers would be.
Zombies. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in general, and I think I explained this last time, most people who die in the Sacred Flame are cremated, with the exception of flamekeepers and certain paladins, as their bodies are presumed to be useful in case they need to be used to
Resurrect
resurrected to protect, essentially for protection of the for
Gross.
proper usage, not necromantic purposes, but for defense of the holy grounds. This is a common thing known by the clergy. But yeah, we'll leave it there, and we'll jump back into this next time.
I'm nervous about going down there just because like I know that we're underneath the church. There's a graveyard. I don't know what the fuck, right? Like did I just open up the gate to Turbo Zombie
The gates to hell.
Like, is there
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Was there a sealed crypt where the Undertaker is, or like, or did we just reveal the trident we've been looking for? You know, like, or the staff, or what? I can't remember.
Scepter.
I always forget the scepter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scepter we're looking for, right? Like,
We're gonna come in the next session with Stopper
Yeah.
just saying, "Nah, you fucked up."
yeah.
All done fucked up.
Which is why I said Scrawlneck run downstairs, and then I finished rotating and then followed him.
Yeah,
Oh.
hey, big guy.
Yeah, hey big guy, go check
Yeah.
that out.
Did
You
y'all
know,
heal
if I don't hear him,
Scrollneck, or is he still at 30?
he's still at 30?
He's
Okay.
still at 30.
Got it.
Why do you ask?
No, I'm just
Tune in next time.
tune in next time on Direct. No,
No, we're good. Yeah, you
no,
guys
I'm
figure
just
that out
asking
yourself.
because I'm trying to figure out where everybody is,
Yeah, thank you.
so I don't, think, oh, you have plenty of hit points, so let's throw a few
Yeah.
more things here and there every now and again.
Yeah.
Note to self: get rid of the traps. No,
Cool.
no, I just like to keep track of where everybody is at.
I like that in an entire session we have moved a total of like 15 feet in like a cardinal direction at this point.
Yeah, right?
We did move down, so it's
Yeah,
progress.
We
Oh,
started.
you
this
moved
thing where
about
I
a
was-
little bit. Yeah, you did some research. You did a lot of rolling. You did a
Just
good amount of
started-
combat still. I think the first hour was just finishing up combat.
What was us getting fucking 2s and 3s on our
Yeah.
rolls?
Yeah,
we
it could have been a lot
uh,
faster, but the dice were not
Yeah.
merciful tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
We started this with me almost dying, and we're
Right.
finishing this with me walking into a zombie-filled crypt. Like,
Trying to get killed again.
yeah, fantastic, right? I would prefer if we start or finish every session with me almost dying. It's great. I love
Oh,
it.
we can arrange that.
Absolutely. I love
We'll
it.
keep it in
I
mind.
can certainly help with that.
It's so much. It's so much
Tim
fun.
gets one magic
guys.
missile every day.
Yeah, and so blast him.
My magic missile, man. Never leave home without
Yeah.
it. It's
Good.
Apparently,
Good.
you saved the day.
there's really
That was
only
really
one way
good.
to stop it.
Yeah, you were the only one doing anything in that fight, I feel
So-
like. But okay, guys.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate
I'll